Hello and welcome to OMSI 2. Well, it can't be OMSI 2, I hear you cry. We're not in London. No, we are not in London. Today we're looking at the brand new Grand Paris-Moulon place, which I'm going to assume by the fact it's all in French, is in France. So we are running a Route 8 today, possibly. I can't pretend 1 second to know anything about French buses, so I'm probably going to get this wrong. Well, I'm probably going to get a lot wrong, to be honest with you. But just go with it. I mean, you're used to things being wrong on this channel. We are in a Heuliez... Oh, it's the woman from Hello Hello. I shall listen very carefully. Oh dear, what that going off repeatedly suggests to me that there's something wrong. You didn't let me do my listen very carefully, I shall say this only once. I'm a little bit disappointed by that before you interrupted me. Although she seems to have shut up, so that's always good. Now I shall just set up. I don't really understand the kind of the routing on this, because it's one of those where like everyone seems to be on a break. You scroll through and everyone's just on a break, and I don't really get that. All the trips. Sorry, I'm just doing that now. Where are we now? I had a trip loaded, and for some reason it's disappeared now. Where are we now? Oh, there we go. So we are running the Route 8. We're going from Paris-Moulon to Hub Hotels. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Hub Hotels. Who are you? Oh, and even when you put your destination on, or when you put your routing in, it pings a destination up at the top for you. It's nice, isn't it? 8 to Moulon Hub Hotels. I don't know what this bus is. I'm assuming it's manufactured by a company called Heuliez, or Heuliez, I don't know. It seems to have a similar rear end to the Icarus Carosa. Is that what they were called? Not Icarus. The Carosa City Bus, they'd have them in France. Renault Carosa, and the Iris Bus City Lease, which is now Iveco, but this seems to say Heuliez Bus. So I imagine that it's all a similar kind of a deal manufacturing-wise. Maybe it's not, and they just happen to look similar. Oh, are you giving me that? Yes, thank you. I don't know what the frame rates are going to be like. I've been a little bit daring and turned the frame rates up from London, because I think with it being, well, it seems to advertise itself as a countryside map, we may be a little bit better on the old frame rates. It could be a load of rubbish and actually turn out to be a complete and utter lag fest. But we shall see. Oh, it's all the same people that get on in London. Who'd have thought it? Come on, you can do this. There we go. Hello, everybody. Oh, look, there's a nice little route map on the side for us, for the Route 14, which we're not driving. Ooh, she's rabbiting away in French. Oh, what's this up here? So that's our route map. How do we look at that? Nope, that's the 7. There's the 8. So Paris-Moulon to Hub Hotels. Oh, so we're actually in Valhalla. Sounds like Valhalla. And we're travelling into Moulon. Very nice indeed. And it's are we just about ready for departure? I think we are. Right, well, let's go. Grand Paris-Moulon. Let's see what it's all about. I'm immediately drawn to the ruralness of the whole affair. You know, I love the fact that the roads look like they're dropping in bits. The one thing that kind of confused me with this is that you've got so many hoops to jump through in order to actually get the damn thing installed. Normally, if you buy this through the Steam store, which I did, it just installs, you load OMSI. I love this road. Can't get over this road. We're going straight forward. Yeah, jolly good. Nobody coming. We're just going to assume. So you just buy it through the Steam store. It downloads, and then all is hunky dory. You start playing, have a whale of a time. If you don't like it, click refund. That's how things work, isn't it? But on this, when I loaded OMSI, it goes, have you got your activation code for Grand Paris? Oh dear, this, we don't like this junction, do we? Yes, have you got your activation code for Grand Paris-Moulon? I'm like, no, what on earth is the activation code? And it makes you log into their website, you create an account on their website. It was, yeah, it was very long and drawn out, and there was a lot of hoops to jump through. Oh. Just to get, you know, just to get this route downloaded. Let's get the old blinds down. I'm assuming that we have functionality of the blinds, which we do.
Prochain arrêt, quartier résidentiel.
What I am liking about this bus, of course, any of you who know me will of course immediately understand this, it's got a ZF gearbox, partly why I picked this one. Oh, is this stop for us as well? It appears it is. Oops, didn't quite turn the wheel fast enough there. That bus appears to be stuck, causing loads of traffic. Excellent.
Quartier résidentiel.
Very nice. Everyone seems to be happy enough. For some reason, despite the fact we are running a service... Oh, where's the route gone? Oh, the route's on. Why have we not got a timetable? Have we got one to work from? Nope. Okay, well, we're just yeah, we're just making it up as we go along then. The blind leading the blind, as it very much were. Yeah, that's not good. That bus appears to be stuck, causing a massive traffic jam in this rural town in France. Oh, it's a Route 7 going the other way. Oh, it's a... oh, I was going to say it's a bendy bus. It's not. It's just two buses together. I'm not really understanding why the frame rates are as... Well, they're not low, are they? But it does keep having lag spikes. I'm not understanding it because, like London, I can completely understand because there's routes everywhere. You know, it's a really built-up area. Whereas this is just really rural. There's not that many buses. There's not that much traffic. There's not that many people. Yet, for some reason, it's lagging the, you know, the doodahs. Lagging the doodahs out of it, isn't it? Maybe it'll improve. I'm hoping it'll improve. It has to improve. We can't just go on like this forever in OMSI, can we? But yeah, so the add-on Grand Paris-Moulon, maybe I'll just stop saying it. Maybe I'll just say this DLC. It comes with 3 buses. Well, probably more if you include different variants. It comes with the Heuliez, which I'm driving now. And it also comes with the Man Lion City in various French land liveries. And the Citaro C2, which we've seen that was sat there broken. Oh. Oh dear. Yep, you're not on an English bus. Make sure you remember that you're sat on the left here.
Les Martinières.
Yeah, I mean, I'd feel a bit out of my depth in France, to be honest with you. I've never... Well, I have been to France. I don't speak French, so I'll let the funky music do the talking. But yeah, when I'm in places like Germany, I can do pidgin German, you know, I can get by in German. When you're in Switzerland, conveniently part of Switzerland that I visited speaks German as well, you know, so you can muddle through. But French, no. Je voudrais un croissant. That's about the extent of my French. Which, if you are in France and you wanted a croissant, is of course fantastic. You know, if you're in France and want to ask directions to the local library, to tell them you want a croissant is probably not very helpful. There you go. Right, we need to go left here. What happens to the road? Why is it just... Well, what's this? Who gives way to who? Oh, it's a roundabout. Oh, okay, fair dues. And we're going straight on. I thought it was a T-junction for a second. It was... oh, these frame rates. Not good. You've literally been presented with a roundabout. It's not the most intense thing in the world. Refresh terrain, yes. So we're going left here. Do we go left again? Nope. Oh, we're going straight on. Oh, fair dues. Yeah, you see, for the amount of scenery, i.e. a couple of trees, we shouldn't really be experiencing the lag that we are. And I think that could potentially come down to a poorly optimised map, maybe? I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't like to say, oh, it's all the fault of the people that were making the map. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't like to say, to be honest with you. Perhaps the bus is very intense. I don't know. Oh, hang on. What happens here? Oh, we go in here. Ah, there we go. The ladies are very kindly walking to the bus stop that we need to stop at. That's very helpful of them, isn't it? Come on, round you go. Oh, someone's getting off as well. That's always good. I'm assuming arrête means to stop. And demand is so they don't simply request a stop like in England. They demand a stop.
Laboratoire.
Yeah, they obviously. Oh, they're complaining about the low temperature. You're in France. It's cold, like in England. Cold. Deal with it. Right. So to the hub hotels. Let's look. Nobody's coming. Jolly good. Oh, that's a bit of curb, never mind.
Prochain arrêt.
For somebody who flicks between left-hand drive and right-hand drive buses as frequently as I do, I'm sure you can forgive me. Oh no, we lose the Route 7 here. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I'm a bit jealous the Route 7 gets to go on those decrepit roads and we seem to be going on some sort of a main road here. That's not good. Oh, it's a Peugeot. Of course it's a Peugeot, you're in France. Oh, and a Renault, and another Peugeot. And a Mercedes. Can't have a Mercedes in France, good lord. Oh, a Route 8 going the other way, Citaro C2. Has to be said, I do like this bus to drive, it's very nice. Very nice indeed. Anybody getting off? Anybody getting on? Nope, you're not going to do the old London trick where you just spawn some people when you're right at the stop. Oh, what's this now?
Prochain arrêt, Le Rocher.
Right again? Are we not going back on ourselves there? Oh, we've committed, sorry. Sorry, traffic lights. And, oh dear. It's punishing me with some lag. I mean, for somebody that's got an Intel Core i7 something or other processor, which I don't know much about PCs, but I've been told that's good, and a GTX 1070 graphics card, which, again, the higher the number is always better, isn't it? That's just the way of the world. And for a computer that will happily run Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with no lag whatsoever, I find it quite disappointing that it doesn't run OMSI. I fully imagine it's down to the fact that OMSI is quite an old program. It's a 32-bit program as opposed to the more modern 64-bit, so it can only handle so much of your computer's memory. So, you know, I do get a lot of people in the comments on the OMSI videos like, oh, what spec is your PC? You know, oh, I maybe one day will come. These are the exact words of somebody, and not shaming them because we all think the same. I thought the same until I knew what 32 and 64-bit was. But maybe one day a computer will be built that can handle, you know, OMSI. I bet it'd cost a fortune, you know, and unfortunately I think the PCs are past OMSI. OMSI is not good enough for the current PCs. And until it's a 64-bit program, this is just what we're going to have to live with. Because it can't use any more of your computer's memory than what it's using. I mean, this to run, I imagine, is absolutely nothing compared to the new Flight Sim. Granted, the new Flight Sim takes a long time to load, But you see, you just don't get any of this. And it's such a shame. I mean, OMSI used to run a lot better. I don't know why OMSI. I mean, Bodenham was a good one, wasn't it? Bodenham left-hand drive. That was always fantastic, and that never lagged for me. So, and that was very similar to this. Maybe it's the kind of decrepit road that's... look at that, we're all over the road, aren't we? But yeah, that map used to work perfectly. I don't really understand why this one doesn't. Again, potentially it's a poorly optimised map, whereas Bodenham wasn't. But then perhaps it's got a lot more detail in it that Bodenham didn't have. It's been that long since I drove on Bodenham. I wouldn't like to say it, to be honest with you. But yeah, if they make it a 64-bit programme, then we're all laughing. We really are all laughing. It'll be fantastic. And if there is an OMSI 3 on the horizon, I know they kind of toyed around with Lotus Simulator. Oh, was that a speed bump? Oh, well, we'd better slow down. You're not slowing down for that, are you? Way. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Lotus Simulator. It doesn't seem to have taken off quite the same extent as OMSI. But if there is an OMSI 3 on the horizon, then yeah, 64-bit please. And also some sort of functionality so that we can convert mods across. Nice and easy. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? And I don't know why I'm saying this, because it's highly unlikely that the OMSI developers are actually watching this. If they are, then wow! I've got celebrities watching my video. You know, you've made us all so happy with your OMSI. I've not heard them complain in French yet, despite the lack of quality in my driving. They all seem fairly happy. Maybe the French are not a complaining race of people. No idea. You're not getting across that crossing, love. I'm going first. Yeah, we've got a timetable to stick to, unlike you. Oh, left here. I'm assuming this is another roundabout. Yes. I mean, those of you that watch my Bus Simulator 18 videos will know, do love a good bit of roundabout action. We do. What's not to love about a roundabout? That's what London's missing, I don't think. Since we did a OMSI 2 ad on London, I don't think I've been around a single roundabout. I mean, there's that kind of odd little number at Elephant and Castle. Oh, I tell a lie, we have been round roundabouts. They've got them at near Lambeth Bridge, haven't they? Come on! Mr. Is that a Clio? It's a horrendous colour. I'm assuming that it's quite a way to the next stop. 10 minutes to the next stop, that's it's a long way, isn't it? I guess this is just what buses are like in rural France. See, what I do like about OMSI 2, when it actually decides to work... Oh, this is painful. There we go. Oh, it was loading that building. That's why it got stuck for so long. Yeah, what I do like about OMSI 2 is that you can go over those bumps at a normal speed. I mean, heaven forfend you went over those potholes in Bus Simulator 18. They'd all be kicking off, and you get a do-do-do. No, you're deducted points. I don't really know what the points are for, to be honest with you. It seems to be a case of you level up, you can buy better buses. But if you buy the DLC packs, you get all them straight away, so you're just missing out on the game vanilla buses. "60 kilometres an hour is enough. That's about 40 miles an hour, isn't it? Maybe we give or take a bit more. It's alright for the French roads. I mean, I don't go any faster, because the faster you go, the worse the lag seems to be. I don't know if this is a route that I'll be keeping, to be honest with you. I mean, this is a first look for me. I've not driven this before, so I'm still within my 2-hour refund limit on Steam. I mean, if all you guys go wild over it, and you're like, I love this, do more, then obviously I won't refund it. I somewhat doubt that this is going to be a similar popularity to the London add-on in terms of videos. Way, bit of curve there. Yeah, I doubt that, you know, there's going to be as many people raving about this add-on than the London, because there was so much hype for the London add-ons. That was just ridiculous. And of course, a lot of people have found my channel through London add-ons, or through the London videos, because I was fairly quick off the mark with the London add-ons. Right, the world appears to be ending here. Or is it just some water? I feel like we're gonna... It did definitely say go straight forwards there, didn't it? Let's just stop for a second. Oh, here we go. The OMSI 2 kind of load has popped up. I don't think you see that. Hang on, why can't we steer the steering wheel? Oh, it's because I've driven off the edge of the map, so my bus becomes ineffective. Let's just go over here. Yep, it definitely says the route 8 to go forwards. Brilliant. So, yeah, that looks like it's going to be the end of our video, because when you, of course, drive off the edge of an OMSI map, which I have done, there we go, then your bus just freezes. Why there's this massive hole in the middle of the map? A map that costs you £22, I hasten to add, which is a lot for a route that nobody's ever heard of. I've certainly not in England. The French will be up in arms about that. Like, what do you mean? Everyone's heard of Grand Paris-Moulon. Yeah, that is a disappointment. Really poor. You know, for a route that you've paid a lot of money for, to just sit like this. You could argue, oh well, it's a, you know, oh well, it's you know, if it's a beta route, you can maybe give a bit of leeway if it's early access, for instance. But something that's a full release, no, very poor. So I'm terribly sorry to have to end on such a sad note there. I was actually, despite the lag, quite enjoying our drive through rural France. What do you think to this route? Is it one that you're going to be buying? Have I just completely put you off by the fact that there's a hole in the earth? Let me know in the comments section. Click like on the video if you did like it, and make sure you subscribe for more OMSI 2 action. Until next time, cheerio, goodbye for now.